And we're Mother Trucking Jesus, Shades Wade. First, I'd like to start off by saying, Comcast, where the fuck's my phone line? I'm surprised I have internet and fucking cable, but we have no phone. It says we have phone, and we have a dial tone, but if you call the house, it rings twice and doesn't receive. There's nothing you can do. So, fuck it. Wasted energy. I lost my car in a flood. Don't talk to me about I haven't driven in fucking 33 days. Well, I've driven, but not my car. We got one on the head counter. Who we got? Who do we got? Who's first tonight? Who the fuck is first tonight? Got one thumbs up. But yeah, tonight's topic, what's your dream build? If you had all the money in the world, you could buy anything you want. What chassis, what setup? True story. We got two on the head counter. Who do we got? Who's got first comment? Damn, four on the head counter. What up? We got Chris B. What up, Shades? George Bonnie says, yo, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Your neighborhood Jesus is getting anxious, excited, nervous, all that stuff. I can't wait to start just getting the chassis. I think once we get the chassis, that's really going to start the build, you know what I mean? Because like I don't want to get the motor first, obviously, because I got 30 days to get it in. So secure a chassis. George says, cool, man, dream build. Yeah, it's fucking, I wanted to see what everyone's dream. If money was no object, George, what is your dream build? Chris, what is your dream build? What chassis? What motor? What setup? Turbo, NA, supercharger? Is it set up for drag, drift, time attack, circuit? You know? George says, damn, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? If like money is obviously the equation. Like, you know, some of us work real hard. We might not make as much money as we'd like to. Some of us work real hard and make a lot of money. You know, there's a lot of different brackets of income and freedom of time, essentially. So it comes down to, you know, money is a restriction, time is a restriction, garage space is like a restriction. You know, you don't got somewhere to work and stuff like that. So if all those things were taken out of the equation, what would you build? You know what I mean? And what would you build it for? True story. I'm a fucking philosopher, man. Let's break this shit down. And also shout outs to Wing King. Wing King sent me some very unfortunate photos today. Apparently he was driving his FA5 and a truck tire flew off a truck and hit the front of his car. Super glad you're all right, man. I'd feel so bad if you got injured or came through your friggin' windshield or something. Like, that's fucking real lucky, man. Honestly, I showed that photo of my pop. Like, when I told him, he was like, is he okay? I was like, yeah, he's okay. I showed him a picture of his fender. Like, his fender has a huge fucking dent in it that's like the size of a basketball. And yeah, just if that would have came through the windshield, man, oh my God, I don't even want to think that way, but I'm glad you're all right, because that's no joking shit. That's some crazy shit right there. But yeah, in other news, I found a auto upholstery shop that can make me some red carpet that'll be the factory spec of my carpet in my RSX, so I don't have to buy the Type R carpet. And the reason that's sick is because it's going to be brand new carpet. It's not going to have a fucking mark on it. Amazing. Two, left-hand drive specs. There's not going to be any confliction of the gas door lever hole and the footwell and all that stuff. Because if you get DC5 Type R carpet, you got to do a right-hand drive swap to pull it off. You know what I mean? Otherwise, the footwells they're mismatched, and it doesn't look right. Not saying I wouldn't want to do a right-hand drive swap, but if you're going to do a right-hand drive swap, you might as well just import a real genuine Type R. George Bonnie says probably an EGK swap, but it's been done to death. There are a lot of them out there now. That's the new coolest thing since sliced bread is K swaps and DAs and EGs, EKs, DC2s. I mean, I agree with you. It has been. People are doing it. It's the new trend now. But don't even worry about that. If you want to do that, you do your thing. You do it your way. Because the nice thing about it is, it's not like everybody's doing it and making it look exactly verbatim, like the same uniform way. You got people running this manifold, this intake setup, ITBs, turbos, superchargers. So like within that realm, there's ways to make it your own. But I do agree with you, the K swap and the EG, you do see a lot of them. George says it's so cool. That's why a lot of people do it. Yeah, it's very true. I mean, dude, K swapping an EG or a EJ1 or EK9 or any of that stuff. I mean, the weight to power ratio, it's fucking phenomenal. For real though, I can't even imagine. Like my car was fast with a 2,800 pound chassis, like EJ, EK9, EG. Like that weight to power ratio must be the shit. But yeah, fucking we got the carpet track down. Where we're gonna get that? This guy Ray's Upholstery. He does really good upholstery work. I almost want to ask him how much it would cost if I could find some really shitty Recaros, like Recaro SR4s, whatever set, a black set, a blue set, a red set, but they're all chewed up and they're like dirt cheap. Because I've seen a blue Recaro that was just like fucked up. It had pieces of the foam missing and this and that. And they wanted like $200 for it. So if you could get two of those for $400, and let's say a set like the set of blue Recaros is $2,000, we got $1,500 to work with, and they would be brand new. You know what I mean? True story. But yeah, fucking so we found the motor that's sitting there. Nobody's gonna buy that. They always get them all the time. Chris B says I would build an all-wheel drive EG with a K20A or K20A2 turbo. Nice. Yeah, all-wheel drive would be dope. George says there's a 2011 Acura TL for sale in Morgantown, West Virginia, but the listing had no info. Yeah, I'm not a big TL fan, honestly. Like, I don't think it looks horrible, but there's something about a four-door car I'm just not wowed by. I know that sounds like, there's a lot of cool four-door cars and stuff, but me personally, I'm a coupe guy. I like two doors, like hatchbacks. That's kind of why the RSX kind of sits right at home for me. I mean, even in the DC2 Integra, same setup, two doors, fucking hatchback. Like that's honestly my dream chassis is some type of hatchback. You know what I mean? And that's honestly like one of the deal breakers for me on the new Civic Type R. It's a hatchback, but it's a four-door hatchback. I'm just not a big four-door fan. It's not that I don't like the option of oh we can have 5 people in here and everyone's got their own door and there's no having to scooch the seat forward and flip it forward for somebody to climb in and stuff. Like, I really don't have 4 passengers ever. I have like 1 passenger, you know, or just myself. So that's just me personally. But yeah, I've never really been a big TL fan. I like the TSX. I think the TSX is pretty dope looking. Let's see. George says, I see a build, and at that moment, that's what I want. An hour later, something else. Yep. Well, I mean, hey, if it helps, what are your dream builds? Like if you could have a garage full of cars, let's say 5 cars or something like that, or 3 cars, you know, it doesn't just have to be one dream build. If you got more than one blueprint, let's hear it. You know what I mean? Always down to hear what people got up their sleeve. True story. God damn. Whew. Yeah, after that morning stream, because I only slept for like 5 or 6 hours, I literally took like a 5-hour nap. Then I woke up at 6 p.m. I was like, all right, back to the fucking nightlife. It's hard to get out of that nocturnal sleep cycle. It's fucking ridiculous. George says, yeah, TSX motor is nice. K24A2, what you gonna do? That's right. Yeah, the more I debated, I'm definitely leaning more towards the red top. I already told you guys that before, but it's not that I wouldn't want to do K20, K24, but I feel like I'm just not sure, you know? It's debatable. It's debatable. I feel like the TSX is like a hair less reliable. I mean, it's definitely still a Honda, still reliable to a degree, but I feel like I would save the K20, K24 for a full track car. You know what I mean? Like no air conditioning, no power steering, just balls to the wall, going full 9, no fucks given, you know? Like something about your daily driver, you definitely want your daily driver to have air conditioning and power steering, in my opinion. I mean, not saying you have to. Some people are different. They make sacrifices. No cruise control. I've made that sacrifice before. Bad ride, obviously. My car's dumped to shit. But those things I don't mind. Those are little things. But like air conditioning, if it's 100 degrees out, you're gonna want air conditioning. You know what I mean? Unless you know, you have 2 daily drivers. You have your like cold weather and hot weather car or something, but that's really excessive to me. I don't have the garage space or money or any of that stuff for that. True story. George says, I know it's nuts, but I love the 03 CRV, modded suspension, Franken motor, all that. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. As long as long as the car has personality to a degree, like you've done stuff to it. And I mean, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of CRVs, but K20, K24, and that'd be pretty fucking dope, honestly. For real though. Yeah. We got Wing King. Wing, man. Shout outs to you, man. I'm glad you're all right. I'm glad that truck tire didn't like fly through your windshield or something. Fucking everyone's got a bad fucking like luck. Everything's going to shit. It sucks. Wayne King says FA5 with the PRL turbo kit set up for time attack. Fuck yeah. George says, I didn't like it at first, but it grew on me big time. Wayne King says, or Evo 10 with set up for time attack. Setting the bar high, Wing. That's some good shit right there. George says, I've had 2. Damn. That's all right. Oof. Wing, I tracked down a guy in town that does upholstery. This guy, Ray, does really good work with seats and carpet and all that stuff. Fucking, it's looking like this is all, the pieces of the puzzle are all coming together. We're going to have fresh red interior. We're gonna be styling and profiling, man. And we got 2.5 months to pull it off before H Day. If I get this pulled off, man, I'm gonna be so fucking stoked. Wing King says, "Cool. Are we rebuilding the Silver Bullet?" Well, see, I can't get a title. I'm not gonna be able to get a title for the flood car. You know, it's not. It's a non-repairable title, and to come back from that is so many hoops. So what we're gonna do is we have a budget of 12.5. We're gonna try to find. Already found a couple in Virginia. This guy wants 5,500 or best offer for an 03 RSX Type S, and it says 5,500 best offer. So I'm pretty sure I can get him down to like 4,500 bucks. I'm trying to spend between 2 to 4,500. That's like, you know, the shell budget, right? So what we do is we're gonna take the motor out of that car, take the shitty wheels he has, the fart can exhaust and all that stuff, the interior too. His interior looks pretty crappy. So what we do is we're doing JDM red top and we're doing red interior. So I'm thinking we grab the car first, obviously. We get it prepped to put the new motor in. Then we go to JSpec and we buy the motor because it has 30 days to get put in for the warranty. And the transmission also has a warranty. I called them up this morning. And essentially, we're just doing a transplant, you know. All my parts, bolt-ons, that's going in. As far as I've read and Christian told me from Honda Vlogs, I can take my PRB ECU and the K20A2 wiring harness and run the K20A red top motor off that. Like the wiring harness, the loom, and the ECU, that can all run the K20A red top. Because if you run the, I think it's PRC, that's Type R code. If you run that ECU and that wiring harness, basically you have some conflictions that I don't like. You have a speed limiter. The PRB, the Type S, doesn't have a speed limiter in it. You know what I mean? And you have no immobilizer, so your car is more easily stealable. So I don't like those two things at all. So we need to Frankenstein it where, well, I guess it's not Frankenstein because, you know, but kind of, you know, PRB K20A2 setup. Basically what it is, you have a mobilizer and you have the no speed limiter because you can't do anything about the speed limiter in the K20A, which really fucking sucks, honestly. I mean, this hasn't been confirmed, though. I'm definitely going to talk to Honda just to make sure. George says, does anyone know how to tell if a timing tensioner is good or not? That's a tough one, man. I'm not sure, honestly. I'd say, fuck, that's a good question. I mean, let's look it up because I'm not sure about that. How to tell if a timing chain tensioner is bad. A really good question, dude. Okay, it's like exactly what I was thinking. Listen, a bad tensioner will usually be accompanied by noise. This noise could be some type of squealing or rattling coming from the timing cover, usually on startup too. Like the S2000s, I was reading about that before I test drove it. When you cold start the car, if you hear any weird noise from near the timing chain, it's usually the tensioner. George says Vasile Garage did a video and I haven't stopped thinking about it for some reason. Yeah, dude. I'd say on cold start, listen around the timing chain area, the cover and stuff like that, and just, listen, make sure the motor sounds healthy. Usually things sound healthy. There's no real way to know when it'll go out. But I'd say honestly, every 120,000 miles, just get a new chain and a new tensioner installed. I know it seems like, it's kind of excessive. Like it could go longer. But that way you're starting with a fresh chain, so it's not on its way out. Let's see. Chris says, yeah, I've had this issue. George says, and I have a few laying around. Nice. Chris B says the chain hopped around and bent valves in the head. Yeah, I've snapped a timing chain before too, and it fucked up a few valves. It made them like burn up or something like that. I think it burnt the valves up. But it would have probably bent them, honestly. But I was like going to get gas at Sheets, and I'm making my left turn. The timing chain snapped, and I instantly pulled over, which was, scary as fuck. I thought I blew up the motor or something. Because like literally, when you snap the timing chain, like, and you have the motor will turn on, obviously, but like you'll literally like just like rev it or see like what the motor sounds like, and it literally sounds like a belt sander. It's fucking sketchy. Like I called up my pop. I was like, something's wrong with the car. He's like, what's wrong with the car? I was like, it's not going. It sounds fucked up. He's like, I'll be over there in a minute. Comes over 10 minutes later. He's like, I think you blew this fucking motor up. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. I was like, it's not like I was going fast or anything. I was literally driving commuter style, like super modest. Then we take it over to our tech. 3 hours later, he calls us up. He's like, yeah, you snapped the timing chain. Chris said 2 bent exhaust valves was like $3,500. What? What? Oh, what? That's expensive, dude. I snapped the timing chain and got them to put a new timing chain and tensioner, and it was like $700 to $900 or something like that. I think it was definitely under $1,000. I mean, I don't know if we got the hookup price or what, but and he said like I think they replaced like 2 valves, like probably the exhaust valves or intake valves or 2 valves basically. A couple of the valves were burn up basically. But yeah, well, damn, $3,500, dude. That's like you could get a whole new Type S swap right there. Chris B says, damn, dude. Well, granted, this was like 8 years ago. So I don't know how much you would think the prices dropped. Like it'd be expensive back then and cheaper now, but maybe it's reversed. I don't know. Labor's coming up. This 3,500 seems mad taxed out. George says you'd just be better off just doing it yourself if you're able to. Yeah, you definitely would be, but like if you're somebody like me that understands it on paper and you have the steps or something like that, but you never done it, you always take the risk of trying to gain hands-on experience and fucking something up, and then you're up shit's creek times 2. You know what I mean? So let's say you install them improperly or something like that, and you fuck something up again or fuck it up even more. That would just really suck. It would really fucking suck. George says, sure. Yeah, you always have that risk, You don't have the hands-on expertise. And you're trying to jump into a new field of something you don't, wisdom, basically. Yeah, George says, got to know your shit beforehand. Yeah, I mean, you read the Helms manual, check on Club RSX or, K Series and K28.org or places like that. People over there are fairly smart. I mean, they're not like retarded. They're not like telling you something like, completely off, because then if they do, people want to one up each other. You know what I mean? That's the age we're in. It's the age of one upping. No, I'm smarter than you. So like the reprimand on internet forums is pretty solid. You know what I mean? Seems like somebody knows something more than someone else. They want to tell them that. I'm smarter than you. That's why I hate internet forums. I mean, it's resourceful, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, what the fuck? But yeah, I think if I could have some dream builds, I'm doing one of them right now, obviously. Because I mean, you can always go more and more with it. Like if you give me 20 grand, obviously, instead of 12.5, like yeah, I'd get some ITBs, I'd get this, I'd get that, just burning through money, you know what I mean? But this is like almost like a middle ground, like being conservative to a degree just to get my car back to where it was and then some more. But at the same time, if you give me more money, of course I could spend it on this car. Get some Mugen wheels, get some fucking Olin's coilovers, get some, Toda exhaust, Toda race header, like the most expensive parts, basically. George says, that's what makes having a crappy engine to screw with so nice. Dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get in that B series life, that $400 B20 VTEC club, where literally, hey, we can just like work on the motor because it only costs $400 for a swap. Like that's fucking crazy. I mean, literally the platform I'm working on, K series, is literally like just call it $4 grand for a swap versus 400 for a swap. Like if my motor costs, if you could get K series for $400 a pop, and not K28.3, because you can get a K28.3 for $400 a pop, but if you could get a Type S motor for $400, dude, I would be outside right now, just like learning that shit in and out, getting that hands-on experience. But it's so expensive, man. It's fucking. There's no financial forgiveness if you fuck up. True story. George says it's really nice you have this time and platform to think about exactly what you want. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think to sit back for 33 days. What are we going to do? Are we just going to buy another car and not mod it? Like, I actually thought about that. I was like, do I want to put my time, effort, and money into another car that I could potentially lose in a flood? I was like, yes, I do. It's like, because this is never going to happen again. And if it does, man, if I lost this, let's say I get my car built and I lose this one in a flood, man, I'm just going to get a Kia or some shit. That's exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to be like, you know what? Fuck this. I lost 2 cars in a flood, man. What would y'all's first reaction be if y'all lost your car in a flood? Like, hands down. You're in the flood. You just got out. What do you say? George says a Kia Stinger. George says suicide. Yeah, I'd say I wasn't to that point, definitely depressed, definitely like bummed out, but you just got to stay positive because, things in life matter more than your tangible things like, a bass guitar, a microphone, a drum set, a car, parts. Like, I'm just glad my K Pro's okay. I'm glad my parts are okay. I'm glad I still got my Type R wheels. I'm still glad, I still got all my shit. It's just, you know, the chassis. Got to say goodbye to the chassis. And it was a rebuilt title anyway, you know. The car had been wrecked before, so I mean, I'd rather start with a clean RSX, a clean title. No rust. That's all I care about. No fucking rust. No rust. That's the big one. George says, just kidding. That's right. But yeah, it's definitely a shocker. You're just chilling, it's raining real hard and stuff, and then like you're driving forward and literally like this fucking lake forms. I mean, it's not even like, imagine like driving your car into a lake that was already there. It wasn't like that at all. It was literally like, damn. A new gun? What? But yeah, literally you had like probably like a foot of water, maybe. And then it turned into like 3.5 feet of water. And then you're like, holy shit. Yeah, George says I was wondering exactly what happened in the car. So literally it was like, you know, pouring rain. I was having coil pack issues. The car was acting funky. So I was gonna pull off at a gas station and just try to wait out the rain because there was no visibility. Everyone on the highway had their hazards on. There was wrecks happening and crazy shit. I was like, this is just sketchy. I'm just gonna get off, wait it out a couple hours till it clears up a little bit, because then all I got to worry about is coil pack issues. You know what I mean? But pull off in Ellicott City, Maryland, and yeah, it's not the place you want to pull off at. Definitely not the place you want to pull off at. So literally, I'm going like, imagine like, you know, it's downhill a little bit, and then there's like a dip right here. And this area right here was like a storm drain, and literally it just filled up within like less than a minute. I had nowhere to go. I should have just thrown my car in reverse and just ran into people. I'm not even joking. That would have been the better thing to do. Like, how fucked up is that? A situation where you're like, yeah, I can just run into people and it's okay. Whoa, that's kind of cool. But yeah, for as much water that got in my car, the K Pro definitely got submerged, but it's okay because I killed the battery and the wiring harness is okay. The car starts up. All the electrical system works. Like, how fucking crazy is that? Like, everybody I talked to that was like, oh, your car got water, did water get in it? Yeah, you need a new car. But literally the wiring harness and the electrical system, everything turns on. No weird shit happening either. Like, no like turning on, cutting out, or anything like that. It's fucking crazy. Like, that's why I was so upset when they were like, my pop was like, dude, we just need to find you a new car. I'm like, dude, the electrical system works. The motor's not hydrolocked. Like, come on, you know? But the titling is definitely going to be very difficult with like the performance parts that are illegal, not carb friendly and all that stuff. It's definitely a pain in the ass to get that reinstated. Having a state trooper look at your car and then one inspector and another inspector and all this shit. Forgive me. I'm playing a little bit of Fortnite while some more people get in here. It's kind of a slow night tonight. There was more people here this morning. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the future, you know. Comes down to getting this done before H Day. We've got 2.5 months. I'd say it's possible. I'd say it's probable. I was also thinking when we get the donor car, we don't want the motor, we don't want the axles, we don't want the wheels, we don't want any of that shit. So what we're gonna do is you got the car on the ground, undo the strut towers, undo, you know, all the subframe, and undo the you know, everything basically, and then just lift the car up and drop the motor out from the bottom with the, you don't have to take the axles out or anything like that. That would probably be the best way to go with it, because we don't want any of that shit, you know what I mean? Let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? George says today Vasily Garage put out a vid on the oil pump mod on the K24. He has the same CRV as I do in his driveway. That's dope. Gato's here. What up, Gato? Dream build? EG hatch with the H22A built for racing. That would be solid. Yeah, Gato, I found a guy that does upholstery work. He can make me some red carpet. True story. Haven't got a price quote, but I know he can do it. He said he'd have to check out the carpet and stuff like that. What you getting into, Gato? How was your day? Hopefully it was better than Wing King's. Wing King had a truck in front of him lose a fucking wheel or a tire or something like that, and it fucking hit his FA5. Dented the shit out of his fender and then cracked his bumper. No joking. Got to check out your channel today. Of course, it's dope. Yeah, he's got a lot of different like cars and platforms. So it doesn't really, you know, let's say you have a Civic Type R. Let's say you got an S2000. Let's say you got a Prelude, a WRX, 335D, a fucking motorcycle. It's got a lot of stuff to offer the community. Damn, I got a ways to go. I got some ways to go. Gato, I don't know if you heard it when I just said it earlier. I think you might not have been in here. Get the donor car, the new RSX, cheap. We take out the motor, the axles, the strut and suspension in the front all at once. Like basically have the car on the ground, undo the strut towers, undo the bolts on the motor and support it basically, and then lift the car up and drop the motor. Like don't take out the axles basically and the, you know, the suspension and all that stuff out separately, then take the motor out, drop it all through the bottom, you know, take the subframe out and do it all in one swift kind of motion, you know. That way you don't have to take the axles out separately. You don't gotta, you know, do all that, the hubs and shit like that. Because we don't need any of that. We still have all that shit on my car. We just basically need a skeleton to put my you know, my stuff in basically. Got this says, yeah, I almost have 400 videos. Damn, that's crazy. I think I got like almost like 200. I mean, my channel's not nearly as like formal, you know, kind of, you put a lot more time into your edits and stuff like that. George says that's a good way to do it if you want it all out of there. Yeah, you know, save time. Because I want my suspension. I don't know what condition his brakes are in. I have Hawk HPS pads, and you know, my rotors are in decent condition to a degree. They're not like amazing or anything, but they're not bad. Car definitely stops on a dime. But you know, it's just like, I know my car is mechanically sound. I don't know what the other guy's done to his car, you know. I don't know what shape his brakes are in, his rotors are in, etc. So that's where I'm at, kind of. Sounds like an awesome plan. Just dropped the subframe. By the way, a giant black bear was 10 feet away from me today. Holy shit. You need a beer. Somebody needs to buy this man a beer. That's crazy. Chris Milliton. Hi, Billy Mays here with the all-new Flex Shot in a can. When you buy Flex Shot in a can, you'll get an original Flex Shot absolutely free. That's right. Absolutely free. Only $24.95. Hello. Goodbye. Dead motherfucker. I got that motherfucker. That's right. Chris says, LOL, what's up, people? George Bonnie says, I'm going to put a K24 A8 in a Accord last week. Never seen an A8 before. Yeah, I've never even heard of an A8. That's crazy. Got this, says, I ran and got my rifle, but it was gone. That's crazy. That is literally crazy. But yeah, fucking plan of action. Get the car first. Get the fucking everything out. Go buy the motor. And essentially get this fucker put together. Oh, shit. Oh, motherfucker. Damn, this motherfucker's building like a savage. The funny thing is, he doesn't know where he got shot from. He knows he fucked up. Oh no, not too much got there. Just trying to sell this all new Flex Shot in a can. Chris Millen says, just kidding. You're not just kidding. You love it. Oh, hell no. This motherfucker pulled out RPG. Fuck this game. Why does everybody get the good guns and I get shitty shit? This puts, oh my God. I got top 10 out of 100 people. Fuck this game. That's what I gotta say. Back to the stream. That's what I get for playing video games. Well, I'm waiting for y'all to chime in. But yeah, fucking, I'm missing E. Yeah, we're all caught up on comments. Fucking Chris Millington says, what are you going to end up doing car wash shades? Get a donor car, get this K20, slap it in, man. Slap it in. Ooh. We were just talking about how I basically don't need anything in the car other than just the shell. I don't need the interior. I don't need the motor. I don't need his wheels or his like fucking knuckles assembly, hub assembly, or any of that. So literally have the car on the ground and just like undo the struts, undo, you know, the motor. Don't take out the axles or the, you know, anything like that. Because you would keep the axles and the wheel and the hub in if you were, you know, if you were just doing the motor. But like literally, I want my suspension, I want my wheels, I want all that stuff. So like literally just start from scratch essentially. True story. So yeah, just drop it out through the bottom, drop the subframe, then just lift the car up and everything will come out. One whole assembly. True story. George says lube up, slap in. And that way too, when we take the fucking motor out of the engine bay and everything out, I want to see what kind of condition the paint of the engine bay is in. And if it's okay, we'll just leave it as is, clean it up a little bit. If not, get it resprayed. Make it look like brand new. You know what I mean? Because I'm not trying to make this car like a full-on show car, you know, the shaved engine bay and all that stuff. I'm not saying it's not cool, but it is a lot of fucking money and work. But I would like the engine bay to look, you know, fairly new. I wouldn't want it to look like shitty, like all rusted or corroded or anything like that. We'll just have to see how the car looks. Once we get the donor car, we're going to beat the hell out of it. I mean, literally, we're going to send it to the moon. To the fucking moon. You know what I mean? Because I'll have no mechanical sympathy. I'll be like, dude, this car doesn't matter. Well, the car matters, but the motor and trans doesn't. So just literally get to beat the shit out of it. First thing, just doing burnouts. Giving no fucks. That'll make for some good content, like sending an RSX to its grave. Can't believe it's already 9 o'clock. It's fucking ridiculous. eBay, 4 updates or notifications. What the fuck's going on here? Modulo, door sill plates, the Brembo. Dude, if those rotors weren't rusted to shit, that'd be a halfway decent deal. You can get the front and rear Brembo kit with the rotors and fucking calipers for $629 or best offer. Located in Florida. Yeah, they don't look that great though, honestly. They look pretty used and abused. Let's see. George says the 06 Accord was fast with the A8, but I didn't like the car at all. Yeah, I'm not a big Accord fan, honestly. I've never been a big fan. Chris Mellon says, hi, Billy Mays here again with the all-new lube and slap. Just slapping the can and pow, you're all lubed up. $28.95. This is becoming a normal occurrence here. Just Chris Millington with his infomercial of doom. It's too good. George Bonnie says, ha. Chris says, I'm so stupid. Get it, man. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. You've come to the right town. Hi, Billy Mays here with the all-new DVD, Stupid Town. If you like to be stupid and you want to go to a town, Stupid Town, only 300 payments in $19.95. Players hiding in a building? Knock it down. It's like that fucking show Portlandia. Reminds me of shit like that. Put a bird on it. Players hiding in a building? Put a bird on it. Chris is laughing. It's very true. Be y'all. Yes, new Fortnite update. Fortnite is a love-hate relationship, you know. It's a fun game, but it's got bugs. It's kind of annoying at times. It's kind of fun at times. The new update, not half bad. I still think it's some of the stuff is bullshit. But I don't know. That's just me. George Bonnie says, "What's your thoughts on the new WRX?" I've heard nothing but not good things about it. Some guy got he got the WRX, not the STI one, but he wanted to upgrade. He didn't have the money at the time, but he wanted the STI turbo. They wouldn't sell it to him. Or wait, they would sell it to him, but they told him $10,000. And he was like, dude, I can buy a whole nother motor for that. Like, what the fuck? They were saying like the turbo itself or something. I can't remember his story. I fucking forgot it, the exact logistics, fine details of it. But he said they wouldn't sell him a part or something like that unless he had an STI. And then he's like, well, how much for an STI motor? And they said 10 grand. And he was like, yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. It's kind of like the FK8, you know, like if I wanted FK8 seats and I wanted to put them in my DC5, they won't sell them to you because you have to own a FK8, like, or even the crate engine. You have to be on a race team to buy a crate engine. Like, what the fuck is that? But I mean, honestly, I like the older, like the 04 WRX, the one Gato's had, the bug eye one Gato has. I like those ones, honestly. I think they're a little more fun, a little more affordable, et cetera, et cetera. What do you think about the new WRX? George Bonnie says, are you going NA? Yeah, going NA, definitely. K20A, that's the way to go. High compression. You could sell the parts you don't want, you know, get some of your money back, or fuck it, just do burnouts. Yeah, like that's what I was saying. Like let's say the shitty wheels he has on there, like I don't even know what they are, like some just blah wheels. Something I wouldn't like. Sell those for real cheap. You know, the fucking suspension parts, the whole motor, the whole trans, people would buy that stuff because the car only has 122,000 miles on it, so it's not even that bad of a motor necessarily. It just doesn't look pretty. The intake manifold looks a little like, you know, corroded, you know, basically. George says, I can't get E85 around me. Very true, man. You and me both. I gotta drive a fucking hour to go get some E85. bulk up or just use. I mean, in Virginia we have 93 octane, so I mean, I'm fine with just like 93. Like some places premium's 91, so I mean 93 is really not that bad. Yeah, that's a good way to make back your money. Yeah, definitely, you know. Damn, I got a ways to go. How high can you go compression with pump gas? I mean, the fucking K20A is 11.5 to 1. And, you know, Japan, I don't know what their premium's like over there. But, I mean, a K series, or at least the Type S and the K20A, I mean, they can only run on premium. So, I mean, shouldn't be an issue. I'd say you could go 13-1, like 13 to 1 compression probably. Maybe, or at least 12 to 1. He says, look at my other infomercial up top. Fucking. All right, Billy Mays here once again with the very very lowest prices. We all got the low prices you ever need. Cheap low prices for only $4.95. Low prices for as low as $2.99. Premium prices more like creamium. That shit was funny as fuck. It's been a while since I watched me some Tim and Eric. Good old Tim and Eric. I love Tim and Eric. Chris says, yeah, it's good stuff. Some funny shit. But yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Pump gas and high compression. I mean, I wouldn't see why it would be an issue so much. We got the lowest of the lows. I mean, I guess like feasibly E85, you're right. Like for really high compression, you would want to run it on E85 because that's a, you know, atomization of E85. You know, it's a cooler burn basically. So cooler burn, it's like cooler gas. You know what I mean? Cooler fuel works better than hotter gas. So I feel you on that. It's a good point. Yeah, detonation. Very true. But I mean, if the motor is 11.5 to 1, you know, from the factory, and they intended to run it on premium, you know, pump gas, shouldn't be an issue. Even if you bump it up like a little bit more, I guess it'd be, you know, E85 would be more of like a peace of mind, basically, like you said, detonation, to make sure it's not ultra fire on all cylinders. I mean, at that point, you could do a methanol system. That'd be kind of cool. Chris says CT or Kraftwerk supercharger kit on your new RSX, bro. Yeah, I mean, I was down to give it a go because old boy already built it and everything, and that's fine. But I'm not really in love with the whole supercharged idea. I mean, supercharger's fine. I mean, it's, you know, good power and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't need all that. You know what I mean? It's one thing to buy a car like that for it's a good deal or whatever, but Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Come on. Shoot straight. Shoot straight. Oh, 86 that. Come on, stick your head out. Stick your fucking head out. Hello. Bye-bye, motherfucker. 200 headshot. Let's go. Meth is bad for you kids. I don't know if it's worth it. I'd like to know. I just fucked his day up. Like, I really just fucked that guy's day up. Damn, that was a nice headshot. Let's see. No, just playing. I think Bill All Motor would be sweet. Yeah, she's more reliable, you know. And that Supercharger one, like, it sounds cool. But honestly, I like the sound of All Motor more. Because if we're going for just based off the way it sounds, Turbo sounds way cooler than a Supercharger. I know that sounds like silly, like, come on, dude, it's not about the sound, but it is, you know. That Supercharger one kind of drowns out the VTEC noise, you know, the engagement, if that makes sense. Doesn't sound like a traditional Honda, you know. Damn, there's only 17 people left. Dude, that fucking headshot felt good. I fucked him up. This new update definitely plays like the targeting definitely plays a lot smoother because I'm a fucking beast. You wouldn't believe how many times this game's robbed me. Like literally, I should have got a headshot and I didn't. It's just not right. Oh shit. Hello. Oh, you want to play that way? This motherfucker. That's bullshit, dude. It's because I had low health. I was below 60. I had no shield. This game. It's just bullshit. It's like I get one kill in and I get fucking destroyed. Did not make sense. George said high compression with meth, no boost. Well, it's just like water meth, like, you know, like you're saying, like the detonation, like, you know, hotter fuel, basically. Like if you're putting methanol into the equation, could help cool things down. Could help cool things down. One more time. We got another person on the head counter. Who we got? Who's back? Who's here? Who we got? Ooh. But yeah, sourcing out all the Eric, what up, man? Checking in. Dude, this new Fortnite update, Eric. Fucking Minto Pinto. They got some new shit, man. We got akimbo pistols. We got weird shit. Eric says, "Oh damn it, yeah, I almost didn't want to tell you just because I like didn't want to like piss you or not piss you off, but like I can't play, man. God damn it." Damn, Eric says I can't play till Saturday. It's fucking Wednesday. Shit. That's right. Shit. Eric, I found an upholstery guy that can make me some red carpet. So yeah, it's really great. Really fucking great. Chris says why? He's at the beach. I think they finally fixed the auto fly and auto run, Eric. It's pretty fucking solid. And the targeting seems a little bit better, dude. I just fucking tagged somebody with a hunting rifle, 206 headshot. Eliminated them instantly with a fucking hunting rifle. George says, did you get a chance to watch the BHB high compression A3 vids? They're pretty good. I haven't yet. I'll have to do that. I remember I subscribed, but yeah, I'll definitely have to do that. Check that out in a bit. Chris says, I'm always working, LOL. Eric says, that's what's up. Yeah, the targeting definitely feels a lot more solid. I will admit, though, the past 3 matches I played, I've gotten 1 kill in, and then I instantly get killed the next kill. Like, I can't, like, get past, like, 1 fucking kill. I'm getting dicked. But I don't think it's because of the targeting necessarily. I think it's just because I'm low on health and I don't have a med kit, getting caught in the storm and shit. Oof. I need a gun. Give me a gun, Gina. Eric says, gotta go to ice school. Build. Blue AR, first gun. Okay. Oh, ice. Oh, ice man. J-gay. How did I say that? Whoopsie. Chris says, just buy a new crate motor from Spoon or Seeker or Toda. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, shit. You're dead. You're fucking dead. You didn't touch me once. And he had the jump, too. He was standing there waiting for me. You're dead, motherfucker. Eric says that's like 8K? No, that's like fucking 15K. Dead ass. Spoon engine's like 12 grand. Toda engine's like 15. Seeker, I don't know how much that is. Probably around the same price. That shit's expensive. And not to mention, that's like a race motor, like full fucking race motor. So the daily drivability there, it's not too much. Got 250 shields and I fucked your bitch for the very low prices of only 1,000 easy payments, $39.95. Spoon, we love to rip you off. I wouldn't say they're ripping you off. It's definitely Spoon motors are fucking legendary. But just, you know, it's not practical for a daily driver. Anything happened to that motor, I'd cry. Motherfucking Johnny Cash style. Johnny Cash style. What is that? Oh, the blue LNG. Okay. Yeah, but guys here in the States can build better. Yeah, that's very true. Like people have come a long way in terms of the Frankenstein swap, you know, super high compression, this, that. You know, it's very true. And I got Circle. It's just a name, Spoon. Well, I mean, it's kind of like that, but it's like, you know, they were like the fucking hot thing, like, you know, let's say like 10, 15 years ago. They were the only people like doing it real big like that in Japan. You know, they're legendary. But nowadays you got tons of other companies and you got, you know, people in their garage that are just like you and me, but smart as fuck. And, you know, they know their shit. They know their way around a car and an engine, and it's not, you know, it's not the only people doing it anymore. Spoon, you know? Yeah. Fucking George says 4-piston, dude. The 4-piston race the 4-piston racing motor costs more than a spoon motor, like fully decked out, all the options, $24,000 for a fucking racing K20, K24 setup, or I think it's like either a full-on K20, K24, or just a full-on K24A2. Just shit is crazy. We've come a long ways. We've come so far. Don't get me wrong, though. I love the JDM things, but the price isn't worth it unless I'm rich. And yeah, money to burn. Exactly. Exactly. I feel you. Oh, we got the dual pistols. Blue LMG or dual pistol? Dual pistols. Going akimbo out this bitch. Okay, I take that back. The auto run is not perfect. My bud Billy Mays always gives me the hookups on parts. And the dope thing about the dual pistols in this game, like if you played Call of Duty or some shit like that, your L2 and your R2, it's like L2's left pistol, R2's right pistol. This is just like shooting a normal gun, basically, just like an extra kick, which is fucking dope. That's the shit right there. Chris says that's cool. Super duper cool. This is what I do with my time, guys, when I don't have a car to work on. Just like fuck it. And I wasn't having a great time playing the new Crew 2 open beta, but they only kept it open for fucking 3 days, which is just like, bro, do you understand I'm playing solo? Get the fuck out of my face. Motherfucker, you spam me one more time, I'm unfriending your bitch ass. You're okay. Just you wait, motherfucker. Spam me 3 times back to back. Why don't you get a fucking life? I hate people who do that. You're in the middle of a game. Why you gotta spam me? You know, it's one thing if you send me one invite. That's one thing. Invite him. It's like, dude, that doesn't make you get your way. It makes me unfriend you. Fucking retard. And not to mention, I don't even play with that person. You know what I mean? It's just like a random mutual friend type deal. That shit gets annoying. Eric says, who did it? Oh, you know, one of D's nuts friends, Speezy 2 times, or whatever the fuck his name is. Somebody we used to play 2K with. It's fucking garbage. You know what I mean? Little bitch face. I just can't stand that. It's like it's most childish, immature shit. It's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? I want this. I want this. Dad, I want this. It's like a little baby kid or some shit. This is why I don't have kids. I can't deal with that shit. There's 18 people left. If I get a dub tonight, I'm buying everybody a beer. How y'all like that? I'll PayPal y'all $3 each. Buy y'all a beer. Go get you a good beer. Eric says, yes, sir. That's right. That's fucking right. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? We got a grenade launcher. I don't know. What do we sacrifice? Well, dual pistols is pretty dope, I would say. Chris B says word. Oh, word. What do you think I should sacrifice there? You think I should sacrifice the 250 shields or the dual pistols? Sherman, what up, man? What you gaming on? I just killing some time, fucking playing some Fortnite, talking about Sherman. What's your dream build, man? Fuck it. Give no fucks. Fuck the shields. Grenade launcher all day. I see a fucking llama. No way. Going to get that llama and fuck someone's bitch. I got apples. Come on, apples. Come on, apples. There's literally a llama right there. Eric says pistol. But the dual pistols, you hit him with it, it's double damage. Just keep in mind. Double damage. Getting that llama. Fucking a bitch. All right, we got 15 bands. Damn, that storm is going down by 2s now. Holy shit, Batman. Honestly, I love my Acura to death, but I want an old school Porsche 911. Okay, okay. Nothing wrong with that, man. I gotta heal up. There's 8 people left, guys. Here, y'all get the experience. We're down to less than 10 people. I gotta give you all that experience. You thought I was kidding about this double pistol shit. Come on, pussy churches. Where you at, pussy church? You pussy churches. More bands. More bullshit. I love old Porsches as well. The air cool ones the most. They sound so fucking sexy. Sherman says the Jesus perspective. This is the Jesus perspective. You ready for it? Foul for Jesus. Not a low enough price. Oh, I hear someone clapping. Damn, straight C. Millington. Where are these assholes at? 5 people. Oh, I see him over here. Four people left. Everybody's just building up. I wouldn't mind building my R18 motor and my 08LX, but a Z3 6-speed with LSD. Dude, the grenade launcher looks like a firework. I'm just gonna let them duke it out. That sounds like fucking pussy, but they all got their forts built already. I'm just kind of hanging out here, like waiting out the storm, saying no fucks given. Come on, pussy church. Oh, shit. I'm blowing his shit up. Taking out motherfuckers. Hello. Goodbye. Oh shit, I gotta move in. Fuck. That's not good. I didn't realize it. I didn't even realize it. We got to go. Oh, we hit the launch pad. How am I not hitting him even one time? Dude, that's fake as fuck. Oh, is that how you want to play? Is that how you want to play? Oh, shit. Fuck. See how the fucking storm. I'm about to get my ass wrecked. Fuck. This is not good. Not good. Fuck. Just bad timing. Bad timing. You know what I'm saying? When you're low on health and they start getting you, they start getting you. God damn it. 4th place, man. That's bullshit. Oh, and that reminds me. Time to unfriend somebody. It's a fucking spam bot. How about that, bitch? I'm Speezy. Wait, where are we at? Chris says Kraftwerk makes a very nice supercharger for the 1.8 liter R18 motors and bumps the horsepower from 140 stock to around 290, I think. I forgot, but it's double in power as well as torque. Damn. I'd do it if I had a lot of extra money laying around just for shits and giggles. Chris says, LOL, you're evil. No, I'll tell you what's evil. Somebody's a fucking loser. It's already got 7 people in a chat, and he's got to fucking mess with me while I'm in the middle of a game. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of my face. That shit gets on my nerves. Like, especially if people see you're in a game. Oh, let's spam them 4 times. It's like, dude, get a fucking life. How about that? Shit is annoying. I'm talking annoying. Like people that start literally people that start doing that shit, I'm like literally unfriending everybody. I give no fucks. I have 230 people on my fucking friends list on PlayStation. So like clearly I'm not like super close with 230 people on here. Like it's mostly mutual friends, you know, somebody you played with once or twice, not people you run with every night. I run with me and Eric run fucking every night, you know what I mean? Or usually every night, but It's just fucking unnecessary. Damn, these motherfuckers are still going 1v1. Crazy. Oh, she knocked him out with fall damage. Oh my god, she didn't even have to kill him. He was building up. She hit it with the rocket launcher. He fell so far that it just killed him. That was fucking amazing. Dance. Oh yeah. That was fucking phenomenal. That was the hell of an end. That bitch fucked him up. Let's see. Where are we at? Chris says, yeah, that shit pissing me off too. Sherman says, just followed you on Instagram. Shades, the flood pick is some unholy shit. Not to bring up old shit. Oh, no, I mean, you're all good. Fucking, yeah, it's definitely. People started, everlasting particle. Nice. Yeah, fucking, people, when they first saw that photo, they were like, is this a joke? Is this like a late April Fool's joke or something? Like, is this Photoshop? What the fuck? Ooh. George says, does Gato have a shop? No, I don't think so, unless he's hiding it from me. He has friends with shop. Like, he's got Jesse the welder for welding. He's got G Motorsports guy, where he had the last video or stream where he's getting work done on the car, on the Prelude. Chris says no. He does not know. Scott damn. Oh. Oh. Eric, that guy just joined my lobby. Chris says, and Billy Mays, that's how Gato gets them Type R parts for the low price. The low price of $19.95. All right. Well, that's all that. It's like you're not running. What? Fucking, damn, what was I about to say? I don't remember. Shit. Oh, about, you were asking about, is there any way to tell if a timing chain tensioner or timing chain's going bad? I will tell you this, though. Before it went out, when I would go around a roundabout or like full cut wheel turning, you would hear this weird clicking noise, like this like weird ass noise. And I thought it was an axle or something like that. And I mean, it might have been, I'm not sure, but yeah, like that was in Nashville, drove 600 miles home. A week later, it snapped. Timing chain snapped. So I don't know if that had anything to do with the equation, but it was definitely not a pleasant noise. It was definitely weird. George says the chain slapping. Yeah, because it didn't have tension on it. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's good to know now. Yeah, I thought it was something to do with the axle or something like that. Bro, why do you got to keep spamming me invites? Why? Here it comes. You ready for another one? Ding, ding. What is this little hoe doing?
Look at this gross motherfucker right here.
Looks like someone's shitting his cereal.
Wow.
What you doing, man?
Shit, just chilling.
True.
Oh shit.
Oh, Speezy was spamming the fuck out of me.
For what, this?
Yeah, he sent me like 5 of them back to back. I was like, oh hell no.
Not another one of these.
For real. I was in the middle. I was in a solo. I was like 5 people left. I was fucking pissed off. I was like, dude, stop. I don't even play with you.
Right. So you one of these people.
Oh. Beat y'all. You trying to run some duos?
Yeah, I'm down.
Bow.
I just gotta change this shit out real quick.
Are you good? Change what shit out?
This coil on this shit.
You old vapor. Dude, I don't even think I told you, man. Remember how I was gonna get that Supercharger RSX?
Yeah.
That old faggot backed out, dude.
What?
Bro, 12 hours before we were about to leave, that fucker texts me. He's like, I just can't sell the car. I'm not ready. I'm like, are you kidding me? I got a loan, bro. You're a faggot.
Oh, what a little bitch.
For real, though.
Have you found anything else yet?
Basically, I'm gonna buy a really cheap RSX that's in decent condition, like the body, and I'm gonna take the motor out of it and put a JDM red top motor in it.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That way, I know what I'm getting. You know, I'm building it myself basically, so I'll know that it's a good motor, and it'll be just sick.
Hell yeah, that shit sounds sweet.
Hell yeah. Because I was like, you know, I have the loan still. I didn't return the loan because you got a 15-day grace period. So, like, I got 12.5 to play with.
Hell yeah, that ain't bad.
So I spend like maybe $2 to $4 grand on a car, you know, RSX, and it's like in okay condition. But get rid of that motor and get the red top motor and some red Recaro interior. It's like 8 Gs.
Hey, that ain't bad.
Hell yeah. And then spend the rest on weed.
Hell yeah. She gonna have a fat old sack.
Fucking Pineapple Express. He's like, what about your sack? He's like, I know, it's killing me. I think I popped one. No, your sack of weed.
You think I should bring weed? Yeah, grab the weed. Grab it all. You just egging him on to grab all the weed and shit. It's like, damn, man, you just trying to smoke up this shit. You're the one that brought the problems.
It's like El Dorado in here. OG Kush, Purple Urkel.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, son.
Bro, I seen that movie so goddamn long.
For real though.
Oh shit. I need to go grab this juice, smoke a cigarette, and then we can get down.
Be y'all. I'm gonna grab some coffee real quick.
Alright, now fuck.
Fucking Eric says old D's. Sherman says, what would your dream non-build? What would be your dream non-build? What do you mean?
Probably like your dream build, but without you having to build it. I
don't know. But I wasn't. Oh, like a showroom floor car, like yeah, as is car. Fuck, that's a good question. I'm not even sure, honestly. That's a real good question. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Bugatti Veyron. I mean, that thing's got 2 motors in it, and it's pretty crazy. Damn, I don't even know. That's a good question. What would your non-build dream car be? BRB.
Fuck, that's rough. I don't know.
You old creaky door. You old creaky door.
I mean, only my creepy door low.
That door sounds like it's in a haunted house.
Yeah, I just found a whole bag of weed sugar that my cousin left me.
You found a bag of weed?
Sugar.
Oh.
Weed sugar. Yeah.
The keefiness.
Mm-hmm.
Sherman says a Porsche GT3 RS game chair always giving me those dirty looks. Ah. Yeah, GT3 RS is pretty fucking nasty, honestly. I feel you.
You don't feel shit.
I'm numb.
Emotionless help.
That's right.
You emotionless because your baby gone. You find it, baby.
And he's with my baby. I lost it in a flood.
Oh shit.
Holy shit. Sherman says comfortably numb. It's a good Pink Floyd song, you're right. Bro, the last match I played solo, I was in top 5. It got down to the last 2 people. Dude started building, and the bitch pulled out an RPG when he was building across, blew up his ramp, and she killed him with fall damage.
Damn.
It was epic. I was like, holy shit, she didn't even have to touch him.
That's insanity.
That's some cold shit.
Shoots a few shots.
Like she literally RPG'd the bridge ramp. He just fell like 50 feet. She won the game, started dancing. Started fucking dancing.
Goddamn whore started dancing. She knew what she was doing.
It's a goddamn pile driver. Gets on the ropes. We'll have to send the Rock to beat him up.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah, now I know I'm high as fuck.
That's right.
Can't find my juice.
Juice got weed. Juice got pills.
Juice got that work on the cutting deals.
That's right.
Motherfucker. Oh, shit. Who the fuck?
Is that one of your friends?
I don't know. I think he's actually like my homie's little nephew or some shit.
Well,
I'm glad because I was gonna tell you to kick him.
Fuck him too.
He a bum anyway. You don't want to roll with him.
He ain't about that work. He ain't a big timer.
He ain't a big time. Yeah, bro. What the fuck?
Oh, coffee.
Coffee. Fucking coffee, y'all.
That's right.
Shit. Well, where's my jacket then? I would say that's enough for a blunt, I guess.
Do you see that fucking clip of that lady that was drunk and like ran in the gas station, did the flip, and did the like drift in between the two gas pumps?
Yes.
That shit was on Jesus and Mira. And Mira goes like a glove.
Hell no.
That bitch was wilding out. How she did that, I don't know how she did that. That shit was amazing. That shit right there was dumb luck.
For real, for real.
Ooh.
Alright. Give me just a sec. I'm just rolling this up real quick.
You good, you good. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna close out the stream, play a couple more Fortnite rounds, and then eat some food and probably cash out. So I'll catch y'all later. I'll keep y'all posted, and y'all have a good night. Peace.